Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'm back with printing a pattern, and this time we're gonna print this type of pattern. But before jump into writing to the code, we have to first analyze how this pattern is working. You can see that in the first line we have only 1, in the second line we have 1 and 2, in the third line we have 1, 2, 3, in the fourth line we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you may analyze that as the number of line increases, the numbers that are printing are also increasing according to the number of line. Like we have 1 in only first line, then we have 1 and 2, we have 2 add on the second line. Now we in the third line we have 3 added in the line. Now in the fourth line we have 4. So as the number of line increases, now the numbers that are printing on the screen are also increasing. So it forms a like triangular shape in this way. So how are we going to print this? Let's see now. Now the first I have to just take the input from the user in the form of integer. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put the loop, for loop. So I've implemented the for loop by starting the loop with 1, and the ending is the 1 increase in the total number of lines. Now this is not enough, like this loop is not enough, because we have to just print the pattern like this. So this loop will keep track of the number of lines, right? And to print the numbers, we have to implement a second loop. So this I will be incremented in every loop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to print simple I. I'm going to print I, and also I'm going to use the end parameter to just make sure there is a gap between. So the next time that the second loop will execute it, then it will not print in the second line, it will print in the same line. So the basic function of the end is to just keep the cursor on the same line, and the next time when it will print the thing, then it will print on the same line. Now what if this loop ends? Now this loop will end, like in the first loop we have 1, and then I have to proceed to the second line to proceed for the second loop. So in order to proceed to the second line after the execution of this loop, I'm just going to add this print function and nothing else. This print function will add a line and will just execute, and the second time will that for loop will be executed, and it will execute it in the next line. Now I'm printing this line, and I'm just entering 6, and you can see here we have the required output, like 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. Like as a number of line, the numbers are printing according to the number of lines, and this is what our required pattern that we want to do. If you want to just print this triangle in a more way like this, as you can see, I printed the 10 lines in the same way, right? In the 10th line, it printed all the 10 numbers. So this is how you're going to print this pattern. I hope you understand this. If you like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel.